Okay, welcome everyone. Another great episode of the Performer Chat podcast. I'm very excited about this episode. We have
Jules Giampaolo. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
So, how long have you been performing?
I have been performing since late February, early March, of this year. So, I'm still fairly new to live performing, but I've been, enjoying myself so much, so I continue to keep doing it for a while longer. So, yeah.
Well, hang on. I'm going to call time out on that one.
Oh, okay.
You've been singing for a long time.
So, yeah, I have been singing, majority of my life, whether that's, taking, choir or, theater classes. And then I picked up the guitar my junior year of high school. So, I've been playing it for maybe 2 years.
Okay.
So, putting the two together is still, and performing, it's still fairly recent to me. But, it's been great. So,
Well, that's fair.
yeah.
I was just pointing out, I've seen you perform several times.
Right.
And you did not just start performing this year. You don't get that good just starting out performing this year.
No,
So you've been...
Thank you. That's very nice. Yeah,
But,
it's been great though. Great experience. At first, when I first started, obviously it was super nerve-wracking, but yeah, I don't know. It just, I've been getting better at it. So,
Well, that's how you get better.
Right. I know. I was like,
there.
if I let my nerves, get the best of me, then I know I'll never be able to do it. So you gotta just overlook it completely. It's like, whatever, I'm just gonna do it,
Yeah.
and that's, yeah.
Well, that's it. Just go up, you do it. And we've seen you perform.
Yes.
If I remember too, you were performing with somebody at Sable Creek.
Oh, Josie?
Josie.
That is my guitarist. We do, I do my solo stuff, and then, we do duo things as well, and we're, planning to kind of start up a band with, one of his buddies and, start performing, so, but yeah.
What kind of performer are you? You started talking about this, but officially, what kind of performer are you?
So, do you mean, genre, or,
guitarist, singer, genre.
Yeah, so I do, I do acoustic guitar and I sing. I do both, solo and duo acts. I do both, but I feel like I'm more focused on solo. But yeah, I play guitar and I sing, and, at least my original music, I go for kind of like a sad, mellow vibe, and I don't know, it's just, the songs I write, and, the songs, I write on guitar as well, I like it to be very, beautiful and, sad.
Where do you perform?
So I'm from Glen Ellen. I perform all around, anywhere I can. I've gone as far as, Burr Ridge, which is, pretty far from me. Yeah, I mean, I kind of perform anywhere I can. I do Westmont. I work in Westmont, so I do Westmont, Lombard, Naperville. When I first started, I did a ton of open mics, so I got to explore, the areas and, really scope out where...
You've been to Plainfield?
Yeah, Plainfield, yes. But, just suburbs area, yeah.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
So this episode's probably going to drop the week of October 7th or so.
Okay.
Because we just recorded another episode that's going to drop first.
Okay.
So my next question is about when is your next performance?
Okay, gotcha. So September 29th, which is a Sunday, 5 to 8 p.m. At Elmhurst Brewing and Company, which is, Elmhurst Brewing and Co. is right downtown Elmhurst. Elmhurst is beautiful. So,
it is.
Yeah, I'm, excited to be there. And then, October 1st, I don't even know to say this venue name. It's really bad.
The Wooden Box Theater at La Calle
venue.
It's okay. What town is it in?
I think it's near city or in the city.
So those are your next performances. I'm sure you're going to have more lined up.
I know. I have to get back in my scheduling. I took a little break, from performing for a minute, I guess, for the month of September, because, I was figuring out a lot of things with my move, because I'm planning to move.
Oh.
So.
Staying in Glen Ellen or somewhere else?
No,
or?
so, I'm planning to go down to Tennessee in January and go to school at Belmont,
Oh, nice.
yeah,
sad
so-
for us, but nice for...
Nashville. So, I wanted to move there for the longest time, and I was like, should I just move alone and just, try music down there, whatever. Didn't necessarily have a plan for it, but I really wanted to go. And then, I decided, hey, like maybe, going to school down there would be a good idea. So, yeah, I've been really, eyeing some of the schools down there and applying. So, yeah, if all goes as planned, I will be going to school down there in January. So
I'm going to predict that you're going to be down in Nashville going to school, but singing and performing.
Like what?
So we'll, well, no, because you're a performer. Yeah, you want to
go to school. Yeah, whatever. No,
Hey, you know what? I'm finishing up my grad school. I got like 2 months left in grad school, and
well,
so it's never too late, and I'm old. And so
school, I do want to do it. I was initially going to take a gap year, completely. I graduated high school early, so I just finished in December, of 2023.
okay.
And
well,
then
when would you have otherwise? In May?
Yes.
Of 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I would have graduated, a few months later. But, yeah, I graduated in December and started performing and,
Nice.
Just loved it so much. Was not ready to go to school, like, fall semester. So I was like, hey, like, I think, it would be in my best interest to take a gap year and keep doing music. So, that was the plan. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I could do both, if I go in January and, I'm still... if I do end up going, maybe to Belmont, I'll be right by Music Row. So I'll have the ability to perform and still pursue music and, get education as well. So I'm cutting the year a little bit short, but that's, yeah.
There are no rules.
There's
zero
no
rules to rock and roll
it should be,
or folk music or however.
Yeah.
Question 5. How often do you perform? I feel like you kind of answered some of this, but I want to follow the script.
It definitely fluctuates. It depends on how, on top of it I am, really. I mean, the summer was great for me in terms of performing, like festivals and gigging. I had a lot of success with that. So I would say, I was doing like at least once a week, I was really trying to get out there. As for recently, I've been really kind of taking a break and, doing some of my own things. So
taking a gap month.
A gap month. Well, I performed earlier this month and stuff.
You did.
And then I have a few gigs like towards the end of the month. So but I just, kind of like towards the middle of September, I was like, I'll just take a break for a second.
Now, you just had a milestone this recently, right?
My birthday?
Your birthday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I know, it's weird. I'm 19, so.
To be 19 again.
Yeah. Well, someone asked me, like, yesterday, like, how old, and I was, like, 18, because, I haven't processed it yet. I don't know. It's not really, like, big deal, though.
It is a little weird, though. She's like, oh, I guess I'm that age now.
Yeah, right, right.
My birthday was about a week and a half ago.
Oh, so.
And so.
Okay,
we're both September babies.
So we're both Virgos.
Well. And all the best people are born in September.
Yeah.
It's been my experience. All the best people.
My whole family, well, not my whole family, but, majority of my family, Virgo, September birthdays.
Are they all from this area?
Yeah, actually, they're actually all in Glen Ellen.
I'm going to guess there's some cold winters.
Yeah.
And so, wait, did Ken get that one? Okay.
Italians must come in batches. Her whole family's in September. My whole family's in December. It's like a lineage decides.
Oh.
This is the month we will have birthdays.
Right?
It's decided. But I don't want, nope.
Italians be like.
Oh,
We're only
man.
doing this once a year.
Are you full Italian? Both sides? Both parents are Italian? Or?
No, just dad's side. He was like, what was he? 75%. So, and his father, so my grandfather is 100%. So,
Okay.
I like 25, 30, maybe 40. I just know I'm pretty Italian, so couldn't tell, but yeah.
Okay. I have nothing bad to say about
Okay.
that. Italians are okay with me.
They're fine.
No, I'm just kidding her. I kid her. I like everybody. And I make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
There was one of my favorite comedians was Don Rickles, and he made fun of everybody. And so, but he liked everybody too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I know I'm showing my age.
Yeah.
I still beat you.
You do. Ken's even older than me, if you can believe it.
Oh.
You wouldn't know it to look at us, but he's older than me.
It's the Italian genes. They hold up well.
They do. I need a... Yeah, not going to make that joke. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Something about olive oil. And
Oh, no. We exude it.
yeah. So it's good for the skin. Okay, so that was the boring part of the interview, the quick info, the...
That
Ready
was
to
the
go
boring
on to
part.
the more interesting stuff?
Strap on
Yeah,
now.
let's.
You still good? You still
Yeah.
good to continue?
We're good. Yeah.
So these are going to be some performance-related questions.
Sure.
And so we'll just get right into it.
Yeah.
So what first got you into performing?
So, when I first started performing, I was working as a server at a restaurant. Not happy, but just I was like, I'm working as a server, and it's just it sucks. And so one of my coworkers, I just started this job too fairly recently. Once I started music and I started this job kind of at the same time. But when I was meeting my coworkers, one of my coworkers was like, so like, what do you do for fun? And I was like, oh, like I play guitar, I sing, just like, because it wasn't like, he was like, why aren't you performing, whatever. And I was like, I don't know, like I'm not. Whatever, but anyways, he had a lot of experience with the open mic scene. He did, it's so funny because he does like goth rap. So it like, okay, hold on, not funny. Okay.
Hey, quiet there.
No, it's really just shout out to him because he did like SoundCloud rapper. He was like goth rap.
You can say his name if you want.
Well, he has a few names he goes by.
Oh.
One of them's like Satan, so I can't. So,
Okay. Well, let's keep going then.
He's like, next.
You're not going to offend me, but...
I know, but whatever. So he actually brought me to my first open mic. He was like, come on, like, I want you to perform. And yeah, and I loved it, so...
It's awesome.
Shout out.
Which venue? Which open mic venue?
So we went to Empire in Naperville.
Okay.
Yeah, no, and that's still one of my favorite open mics,
We have not been there yet.
Really?
We have been Holden's been making the tour of the area at all these different open mics.
Empire's great.
Empire.
It's really just where I started too, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's.
Corinne, you got that? Empire.
Yeah.
She's looking it up already.
It's Tuesday night at like 7. Oh.
We have our chorus nights, our Tuesday nights, and so we're never available. Although now that are going into Christmas season, we might have a couple Tuesdays here and there.
You might have something, yeah.
So maybe Holden, maybe we'll take you one of these Tuesdays.
Yay.
We'll let you know. If you're going to be there too, then...
Oh yeah, we can coordinate.
Okay, so awesome. So thanks to your buddy for getting you involved.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
He's the best, so...
So what is your favorite performance memory?
That's a good question. I would say... I would say probably, when I played Homegrown. One was because, in my experience, the audience, was very attentive and, they were really listening whereas sometimes, that's something I struggle with, making sure I have everyone's attention. Sometimes people are gonna not that interested, which is totally fine. It's just, but it is nice to have an audience that really listens. So, it was like perfect, and the whole experience was just really great in that way. And I played all originals, and like my whole family was there. It was just good experience. So all of it was just nice.
Well, I'm gonna make 2 comments.
Yeah.
One, every musician has the same issue.
Right.
It depends on the venue and if the people are there to listen to music or not listen to music.
Right.
And
yeah.
It's everyone struggles. We go and see a lot of people perform live, and we're there to listen, and people are talking. It's like
right.
Come on. But you mentioned Homegrown, so I'm gonna plug it.
Shout out.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, shout out Homegrown. The coordinator is Aaron Williams. and Brian Christian Adams.
BCA. So this is the
BCA.
Homegrown Music and Arts Festival. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
It's
Lyle.
It's all original music. It's put on by Local Nation. Please let me know if I said that right. But they're an organization that do. I know Aaron, that kind of was early on to start it. He wanted to perform a lot, and there wasn't a lot of places that wanted to hear original music.
Right.
And so it was like, I'm gonna do something about that, and they did.
Yeah.
And this has been going on for like 15 years.
Oh, that long? I didn't know that.
I feel like might be off by. Speak, boy, speak.
18.
I think I'm not entirely sure.
Then why are you
If
talking?
I remember correctly, it's like 18 or 19.
I think years since it started, but because of the COVID hiatus.
It takes some time.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Well, it's
So
been
you
going on
mentioned-
for a
You
while.
mentioned
Right.
original songs a couple times. Are they on your? Can we hear your songs on your website?
So I, I'm actually in process of recording for EP. So either, I'm very particular and I'm very picky with, things I post or release. So, if it's not an EP, a single, because I recorded 3 songs.
Okay.
And, I do want to release some, at least before I go down to Tennessee, to have material out. And yeah, I've just been, really working on original music as well. So I think, it would be good to get some of that out. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Are you at a particular studio or at home, or how
So,
are you?
I have a really good friend, and, they go to school for music. So,
Nice.
yeah. So, yeah.
That is awesome. Definitely get that out there. We did that with Holden this year. We found a little local.
Right,
We got him out there. He's on Spotify.
He
I'm
is
not
on
promoting him
Spotify.
because this is your time.
Let's promote him.
But no, he did the EP.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious. When you said you're particular, how long did it take you to do one song?
Well, it fluctuates because sometimes, I'd say majority of the time, songs take me maybe 2 to 3 weeks to, finally, collect everything and pick something I like. But
Was that recording during those 2 or 3 weeks and collecting?
no, just, crafting the song.
Well, I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. So assuming you had everything crafted, when you go
like
into
recording.
the studio.
Usually that's, a few days, I just get the vocals in, and, cause usually we split it up. I do, we do the, guitar, and then we do, vocals, and then, they go in and edit everything.
Okay,
and
no, that
send me
sounds
demos.
normal.
Yeah. So, but I think, we've been working on it for a couple months, though, in total for 3 songs. But, the recording process itself isn't too bad.
No, that's great. The reason I asked that because when we took Holden in,
Yeah.
he banged it out in 3 hours.
Right.
Mr. Holden, one take Garcia.
Done.
And
Right.
And so we're like, dude, it's okay to take time and get many takes, and that's what artists do. And
Right.
No, Dad.
He was like, no.
I'll give him 2, and if you can't work with that, then
He was
forget it.
over it. Yeah.
Okay. So, so your favorite performance memory, we had talked about that.
Yes.
And remind me again, because I'm getting old.
The homegrown.
Homegrown, that's right. Shout out to Homegrown.
Shout out.
Again.
Deja vu.
I know, all over again. Okay, so what's the biggest challenge you have when performing?
I think, and this can also be because I am still a newer performer, but it's definitely, the confidence, and,
Said confidence?
Yeah, the confidence.
Okay, I thought you said competence. I'm like,
Oh,
no.
no.
I've heard you. Yeah, that's there.
No, confidence and, the motivation, to keep going, even though, because, it's discouraging when you first start doing something and, it just is. And you're surrounded by people who are, really experienced. So.
Yeah, but they were all where you are now.
Right, I know. And that's, I always, like to say that, like, everyone's been a noob. But really, yeah, it's just, the confidence, really, I'd say. But I do my best, so yeah, that's probably the biggest thing, though.
The thing you'll find you have found already. Everyone's on a different journey.
Right.
Musically.
Oh, completely. You just
people
can't.
Are,
yeah.
Some people are
Yeah,
So don't compare yourself to others. Compare
Right.
yourself to you.
right,
Where were you 6 months ago?
Right.
Where are you now? Where do you be 6 months from now? That's what's, for me, that's what's most important.
right. Oh yeah, for sure. And the improvement with
And getting
my
some water
yeah.
before I start coughing.
Yeah, no, and I've definitely, seen that growth with myself personally through like my little music journey here. Yeah, no, it's been amazing, really.
Just, document it. Do your videos. Do your,
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
you're going to.
No, it's yeah.
It's the difference between just a casual, I kind of want to perform, and someone who's an actual artist that really wants to perform.
Right.
So, okay, so what is your creative process? Particularly when you write songs.
Yeah, so this is kind of what I mentioned earlier. It fluctuates. Sometimes it'll take like 2 or 3 weeks to, I don't know, like pair a chord progression I like and some lyrics I like. I don't know, because it comes to me different.
You're a poet too.
Different. Yes, I'm a big writer. So,
Yes.
When I have like so much material and so much product where it's like, it's not like I can't think of anything. It's like I have so many ideas where it's hard to like, I don't know, like piece it together, and make it make sense,
So more about getting the music to match the words?
Right.
'Cause you've got
in a
the
way,
words,
but
so.
at the same time, I'm just very, very particular. And, if it's not what I want it to be, or if like a lyric is not, is like complex, or like if it's not what I want to say, I'm not gonna put it in there. Like I'm just very particular. So, but yeah, and then again, sometimes when I'm writing a song, it'll take me one night, and I'll be like, what happened with that? And it's like one of my favorite songs that I wrote.
Are you gonna perform it for us later?
Yes, I will. Yeah. It's actually maybe my favorite one that I don't know. But whatever, it took me one night, and that was, game changer for me, because I was so accustomed to it taking like a long time. So, yeah.
Who knows where inspiration comes from? There was some famous song that got written like a half an hour.
Right? I know, it's always
don't remember
like...
which one, but yeah, who knows? But that's awesome. Now, does your poetry rhyme?
Yeah. Yeah, at least, yeah, it does.
Nice. Does not all poems rhyme?
Right, yeah. I typically, so
I'm just playing around.
I didn't get that.
I read both kinds that rhymes and kinds that don't. So
Okay.
no. Any words you can't rhyme? You have trouble rhyming certain things, like
I don't know. I mean,
like what rhymes with annoyed and
yeah.
destroyed. Anyway,
Just Ken's like losing it, like cut.
he loses it a lot. In fact, my watch is losing it too. Hang
I
on.
leave my sanity in a shoebox under the bed, so I always know where it is. No risk of losing it, because I never have it with me.
Okay. Couple more, then you're gonna perform.
Yeah, sounds good.
3 more, then you're gonna perform.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what kind of music do you enjoy?
So, I enjoy a lot of genres, but I'm a big Swiftie. A big Swiftie. Like,
Nice.
I like, yes. So but besides Taylor, I'm a really big fan of the Smiths. Is anyone familiar? The Smiths. They were pretty big in the 80s. No,
What's
it's like
their-
an indie
Corinne,
alternative.
Corinne's over there like, I know the Smiths.
Radio earlier today.
What's one of their songs I would know?
There's a light that never goes out.
I was a child of the 80s, and
It's
so I
very
would,
much a vibe.
and I love the
It's
80s.
very much a vibe. Yeah, but whatever. The Smiths, and
Okay.
the lead singer of the Smiths, his name is Morrissey, and I'm a very big Morrissey fan.
Morrissey.
Yeah.
Is that the
he's-
Morrissey that did stuff as well on his own, or am I thinking of? Am I
He
just
did
confusing
have
the
solo career.
Okay,
Yeah,
then I know who that is.
Once the Smiths, parted ways as a band, Morrissey, started his solo career.
Yeah.
He had, a
I
lot
know
of
that.
success with that. So.
Yeah, awesome.
And then also just anything, like kind of like folk, acoustic, slow. I enjoy
Like,
so.
When you say folk,
anything.
you mean like modern folk or like old timey
No,
folk? Or
I
like
guess
60s
more.
folk?
Maybe folk wasn't the right word. Like I think maybe just like
Dylan,
acoustic.
Joan Baez type
No,
of
like
stuff,
but when
or-
I talk like anything just kind of like draggy and slow. I feel like, but maybe folk not the word, but like acoustic. And and if I said the artist that I like, you wouldn't know.
Try me.
I'm like,
No,
Proust is the
he
name.
wouldn't though. Like, there's no, because the
Okay, I might not, but Corinne might.
do you know Raylan Baxter? Yeah.
Okay, you're
See,
right.
and that's the most popular one. Like, I really like, like, smaller musicians with,
Well, he's pretty small. Do you like Holden?
no,
Standing next to Jules, we're all small.
so yeah,
Like
one thing
8'2".
about me,
You're
Yeah.
not. She's not that. Tall.
I am actually 8 foot, actually, yeah.
I thought that was just the camera angle.
The new Robert.
I don't know if you
So
can
how
see,
tall are
like,
you?
so I am 5'11",
Yeah,
and,
that's-
when I wear heels, and
Well,
6,
when I wear heels, I don't wear heels. Ankles.
when I wear, all right, yeah.
But well, the other reason I'm asking for these names is because we're all music lovers.
Yeah.
And we want to hear who should we go out and listen to.
Yeah, I don't know, like, viewers watching this, if you know, can you guys confirm that these are real artists? Like,
Why would
no,
you?
they
Why-
definitely know, like, the Paper Kites,
Okay.
maybe heard of Raylan Baxter.
Well, I'm going to look up Raylan Baxter.
Yeah, so very, very talented musician.
Mm-hmm.
Love his music. And, not necessarily all of his songs. Actually, in fact, majority of his are more upbeat. But
Mm-hmm.
I really like his, like, slower, sad songs. Just really,
I like how you smile. I really like a slower, like a big
Slower-
old smile on your face.
thank you. But
You're an
yeah,
eclectic dichotomy of emotions.
it's just like there's a camera. You gotta smile. Like,
No, that's
I don't
actually that's
know.
really good. There's a camera, and
Yeah.
okay. And so, no, that's good. We're gonna look them up. Raylan Baxter.
Yes, and I'm trying to think if there's anyone else I want to. No, because you guys just wouldn't know. Just,
I know, but how will we ever find
no,
out
but I'm
if
just
you
saying,
don't-
like, I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, actually, I'm just kidding, because this one, he's a bit more popular.
Like my neighbor Bob, you wouldn't know him, but he's pretty good.
But, yeah. No, but some viewers might know Gregory Alan Isakov, folk, very like insanely beautiful music.
Okay.
Like if you were to listen to like one song, you'd be like, oh, like I know what she's saying.
All right.
Like it's
Well, tell you what,
it is music.
later after all this is done, send me a message with some of
Yeah.
the links, some of these names, and we can
Yeah.
put them in the show notes. And so you know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we're here to promote you, but we want to promote everybody.
Yeah.
And so if
Free
these are people we
promo.
should be, I want to listen to them.
Right. Right.
And so
yeah. Well.
and I want you to listen to her when her stuff gets released.
Yeah. When it does.
It'll get there.
Yeah, it'll get there.
It'll get there.
Yep.
So you sort of start answering this one, but what is your favorite song to perform and why?
Oh, do you mean like original or cover or?
Yeah, sure. Yes, both.
So, original. I have this one song. Oh, I hate to say it, but it's about a guy.
jeez.
And that's where the Taylor Swift like part of me comes out, because it's like.
Don't
that
hate on
usually-
Taylor.
No, I'm not hating. I'm just saying, because
Taylor
she
is
has.
awesome.
He's trying to make me sound like a hater. Like I'm so
No,
so
nobody.
opposite here.
Anybody that hates on Taylor's, well, I'm not gonna say what they are, but they're not nice people.
Like, okay.
Shake it off, people. She's awesome.
I agree. I'm not hating, but no, I wrote a song about a guy and whatever. Like I don't have anything else to say about that. But and it's funny because now like me and this person are on super good terms. So and I wrote it kind of as, not necessarily like a diss track, but I was angry in the moment when I wrote it. So it was like, it's really like a,
Okay.
not good review on the person, but, it was really just in the heat of the moment. And now I would definitely like soften the blow because,
But it's such a good song the way it
It's
is.
a good song. I know I do like to perform it. So, and it's a longer song too. And it's just, it's fun for me to sing, it's got a lot of emotion in it. So yeah.
Okay. Well, two questions.
yeah.
I am not gonna ask who it is,
Yeah.
but do they know that the song was about them?
So I don't think so.
Okay.
No, because they never heard me perform it.
Are they somebody that might watch this podcast and hear you perform it?
Ooh, no, yeah, but that's
It's all
fine.
good. It's
you know,
all. You know
like,
what?
It's all right.
You could
we're on
stub your
very,
t-
very good terms. So.
You could stub your toe and write an awesome song.
Right,
And
afterwards I realized, it wasn't like big deal. I was just mad in the moment, so I wrote a song.
Well,
whatever.
it doesn't matter.
I don't care anymore. So
It
it's
doesn't matter. As
yeah.
long as
And this
you-
is also the storyline of how Taylor Swift made her first 20 million.
you know,
Yeah, Ken's got a point.
yeah. And so,
Buy him a boat.
as long as you're not mentioning them by name,
Yeah, no, there's
saying
no
they're-
name drop.
you're fine.
Yeah, no, we're good. And
Inspiration comes from everywhere.
yeah, no, it's yeah.
And you make it big someday, they'll be very flattered.
Right.
I mean, to this day, you know that song "You're So Vain"?
Oh yeah.
They're still talking about who that song's about.
Who is it about?
I don't. Did she ever say? For a long time, it was about Warren Beatty, but she said it wasn't about Warren Beatty.
I don't.
Thought that they did a charity auction for her to tell the person that won the auction.
Yeah. So, Corinne, you can't hear
I
her.
thought they were under a DNA. Or, yeah, DNA.
And
yeah,
NDA.
NDA.
Oh man, that might be, or whoever bought it might have agreed not to say. But anyway, it can come from anywhere. A good song's a good song.
Right.
Don't. And someday somebody might be singing that song themselves.
Right.
They'd be like, "There's this awesome Jules G song that I love," and
yeah.
the day will come when someone else will pick up one of your songs and perform it.
Right. I know.
And you're gonna be like,
yeah.
you
Wow.
two things. You'd be like, "This is so awesome." Ah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Dang it, they're better than me."
Yeah,
or
right?
why did they make that artistic
You know
choice?
what's-
That's not what I meant at all.
You know what's so funny? There's this thing. Kelly Clarkson.
Oh yeah, American Idol season 1 winner.
Everyone says like, you're done if Kelly Clarkson covers your song because she her vocals are so
okay.
good. It's like, she just owns the song now.
Yeah,
It's
but
so funny though because some great artists had her cover the song or she chose to cover it and they're like, well, it's her song now.
you know what? I'm gonna disagree. I know what they're saying, but I'm gonna
Just
offer
disagree.
up the an alternate.
Yeah.
Maybe you've heard of somebody called Dolly Parton.
I know.
Never? Okay. Well, Dolly Parton is this. Oh, just kidding. You know Dolly.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Okay,
I
I'm just
it was
silly.
actually Dollywood. Yeah.
Really?
Anyway, yeah.
I wanna
Like a
go
while
there.
ago, but yeah.
And so Dolly is awesome. We love Dolly. Big Dolly Parton fans. We love Dolly. We love Taylor. And Whitney came around and did one of her songs. And changed that song forever. But you know what? Dolly is still so great and
Right.
awesome.
Right.
So no, just because somebody does a version of your song.
I know it's kind of like a joke, but it's because Kelly Clark's her vocals are
amazing.
like wow. So it's just funny,
Yeah, we
it's
watched-
like, oh, you're done,
Well, we used to watch American Idol way back then.
Right,
Probably
right.
before you were born, actually.
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe.
Or you were very young. It's been on the air for a long time. But yeah, we saw her when she won. She's amazing.
She was early season, right?
Yeah, she was a season 1 winner.
Oh, season 1. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's been
that's
like
great. Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
But no, she's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And so, okay. And then, so we talked about your original to perform. What about a cover? Favorite cover to perform?
Yeah. So I don't know. I like to perform. Wait, why don't I know? I cover to perform. I don't do covers. No, I'm just
Really?
kidding. No. I
only cover my own stuff in a new way.
I'm only I don't know. I don't have an answer because I don't
Okay.
I don't know. I actually just don't know, and I haven't performed covers in a while. Really, I've really just been,
Okay, that's
focused-
okay though. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm freaking out. You're like,
Well, when I asked
care.
the question, it was just general favorite song in general. You're
Yeah, I
like
know.
cover the originals. Well,
Yeah, I know. I started it. Yeah.
okay. And
my
then
bad.
one more question, then you're gonna perform for us.
Yeah.
So, what is your dream performance? You can perform anywhere, any way, anyhow.
So okay.
Dream performance.
So a while back in April, me and one of my music friends, we went down to Nashville, and we stayed with another one of our music friends who was renting an Airbnb down there, and two of us got to play at the Bluebird Cafe.
Ooh, I've heard of that place.
Yeah, no, it's a big deal. You know, it's Nashville. It's like Nashville tradition for, you know, singer-songwriters like Taylor Swift. I'm not sure if that is the place where she got like discovered, but you know, it was one of her very like early milestones. You know, it was a big deal for her. So, but yeah, it was just, you know, open mic style. They call it like Nashville style, where, you know, it's original music and everyone only does one song, but it's such a good experience because, you know, in the room, it's your own music, and two, you know, the audience, like it's so intense, like everyone is like extreme focus on you.
There to
And-
listen.
Right, like it is a listening room, and like there is no speaking at all. Like I've never been in like such a, you know, what's the word, like everyone was so intrigued, you know, about what everyone else was. Yeah.
You're the
it was
poet.
just-
You've got the words.
Yeah, I guess maybe not, but yeah, everyone really so attentive, and yeah,
You're like, I'm a poet. I've got 10 words, not one word.
yeah, right.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, so I got to play there. Luckily, you know, I got super lucky with the sign up. So I think if I were to, you know, perform there again, that would be really neat, just because I had such good experience there the first time around. So, you know, I would say the Bluebird, and
Nice.
yeah, I played my first original that I ever wrote there because that was all I had. So, you know, it would be nice to, you know, come back a few months later, or maybe even like a year or two later, and do the same thing, but much better, you know?
Were you gonna be
It's
if you
just-
move
yeah.
down there, or when you move
Right,
down there? Because
you
we know
know-
what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
You'll have more chances to get there.
yeah. So hopefully, but yeah, that's...
Awesome. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna have you take the stage
Great.
and do your thing.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
You need water or anything before you go? Or
Yeah, I'll actually have a little bit.
see, I told you.
Yeah, I
you
know.
needed water.
Just...
Just so you are aware, we have 40
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so we will, yeah, okay, action. I don't know.
You want to start completely
Ken's-
over?
yeah,
or
no,
we can
Ken's
edit
like-
in
Where's
the
the
start of the
clapboard?
song, whichever you want to do.
Yep.
Okay, so I will do new introduction for the song.
Okay.
All right. So, okay, yeah. This song is yeah, it's definitely a sadder song, but it's about my late father, and it's called Leonard. It's like Leonardo, but without the O. And I know it would be pronounced Leonard, but I just thought, you know, it sounded, I don't know, better, or I don't know, it's cooler. So, and yeah, Leonard was my father's middle name, and it's my grandfather's first name. So, yeah, this song is called Leonard. Leonard, what is time? You left the world without a wave goodbye. Oh, Leonard, you had all this pride, but your heavy eyes were life deprived. Oh, Leonard, you were a child. You chased the world till it ate you alive. Oh, Leonard, do you wish you still had time? A few more days, and then some more. The pictures are statues, but feelings explode. You're out of reach, but your spirit sings. You are everywhere, but you're nowhere at all. Leonard, you flew up so high. You watched the world with those wish you I could talk to somebody who liked the same tunes in the same room. Now it's so cruel that the one man who raised you didn't save you. I understand you just need someone to talk to, just like we all do. So, Leonard, do you think it's true that this life was just much harder for you? Oh, Leonard, when you reconcile, do you wish you would have stayed this time? Ooh, thank you guys. I apologize. I'm just getting over a cold, so I just realized my voice just.
That was sounding great.
Sounded awesome to us.
Yeah.
Thanks,
It
guys.
was very clear.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, okay.
I like the little percussion too, the percussive.
Yeah,
that was nice.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I never used to like be a mover when I sang, but now I realize I'm like really like rocking it. You know.
Feel the stage.
Like, all right.
That's
Like,
it.
yeah, let's do it. This song is definitely the saddest song I think it's my favorite song though. The song is called The Gash, and I don't really have much to say about it. It's just very sad. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I don't know. It's kind of just about like I guess just feeling a lot of emotion as I don't know, a young person. I don't know. God forbid it's enough for a kid when you've got your whole life to live, but I'm waiting at the ship. It never takes off, never moves an inch. I didn't wanna say it out loud, and the voices mean nothing in a crowd. But I'm stone facing, watching the days. Then they said it'll pass, but for me it never has. No sense in changing if I made of shattered glass. enough to make me cry. And I guess the skeletons alive, but it's enough for my youth. Stone facing, watching the days bend. They said in the past, but for me it never has. No sense in changing. If I'm made of shattered glass, you can't overlook the gash. All right.
So that was awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I need another word. I'm feeling kind of dumb now saying
He's
that.
like-
That was amazing. That was
Thank
great.
you.
I know you said you had a cold recently.
No, yeah, it's not. Yeah.
But your voice was very clear. It was very pure and sweet. And maybe when you're full voice, it's like, "Rawr!" But this was very sweet.
Oh,
So
thank you. No, I am very soft singer, so I don't know. So it's like when it's even softer, it's like, oh, when I'm sick, it's like,
Oh.
whatever.
well,
yeah.
Some comments. Is that okay to share my comments?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I like both songs. Both really nice songs. You sang them so pretty.
Thank
You
you.
kept saying these are sad songs. I get why you're saying they're sad.
Okay.
But the way you sang it was like, I get why she says it's a sad song,
Yeah.
but the way she's singing it is not quite as sad as I was
Right.
expecting.
Okay. Well, okay, good.
And so
Yeah.
it was, and especially the both songs are great.
Thank
Especially
you.
the second one. It was like, this is a very sweet song. I got sweet out of that.
Oh,
And it was
okay.
like,
So
and-
yeah, it's got a funny G chord on it, which I thought sounded really cool. But yeah, no, it definitely sweet. Yeah.
It was a prettier
yeah.
song than
Yeah.
a sad song.
Okay.
But
okay,
I
well,
get what you were singing about. That's why
Right.
I get the,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it was also kind of an interesting, it's a sweet, sweet, sweet gash. Sweet,
Right.
sweet, sweet. Like those an interesting,
Right. Yeah. No, it has a lot to do with, like, I guess growing up with a lot of, emotion. Like, in the beginning I say, like, oh, God forbid it's enough for a kid. Like, you got your whole life to live, whatever. And then, yeah, in the chorus I go to, if I made a shattered glass, you can't overlook the gash, and
yeah.
it's,
And
yeah.
but it was just, good art, which is what you're doing. It's, people interpret all different ways.
Right. And yeah,
And
that's,
so
yeah.
at the end of the day, I really enjoyed that performance. Ken did too. He was bopping around.
Yeah, Ken was really feeling it. Ken actually put in the headphones for it. He was like, all right. No,
He's like, she's here live. I'm
No,
going to listen to it with the headphones on.
Wait, Ken, why did you put the headphones on?
Just wanted to make sure everything was going okay.
Oh, okay.
Just confirming
I was
that.
like, why? I was like, Ken either really likes it or really doesn't like it.
He didn't want to see him cry. He's very sensitive.
He's
These
very
Italians.
Italians, yeah, right.
But no, they were great.
thank
But it was
you,
just I was
yes.
waiting for it to be like sad.
Oh,
and you're
okay.
smiling,
So wait,
and
well,
I'm like, okay, well,
Okay, so that's good.
it was a sweet song.
Okay.
It,
okay.
Yeah, I could see there was some sadder tones
Yeah.
to it, but it didn't make me want to, curl up in the shower eating ice cream or something. It's not that kind of sad. It's
Okay, good. Yeah.
it's a good sad.
Okay,
It's a
good.
very specific.
Yeah, but it's okay to be a little sad
No,
from time to
your
time. But
description of how you would listen to the saddest song you've ever heard.
well, no, if you're like really sad and like, oh, woe is me, this is so, and, lights out
Yeah,
for
like,
2 days, and
It's happened before.
but no, it was just so. That was, I was expecting sad, and I got pretty.
Ken's texting right now. Also,
Second level.
That's what it was.
Ken.
What's the score, Ken? Oh yeah.
Jules 1, Daniel 0.
Yep, that tracks. I think Jules is more than one. But so anyway, lovely performance.
Thank you.
Thank you. And a really quick question.
Yeah.
What do you think of our gnome? Oh, let's put the bottle on the floor.
Oh yeah, that's my bad.
No, it's okay.
The gnome
No.
is thirsty.
Yeah, I know the gnome like moved it like.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Like, no, I'm just kidding. No, it's good.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. I like the music hat.
So this was one of Grace's gnomes. She makes the gnomes. If you've been to Black Dog Vinyl,
Yeah.
you've probably seen some of these on
don't
like the
know.
merch shelf. Because
I
if you
don't
go to the other
know.
side, this
Yeah,
will-
that is nice. It's soft too.
and so yeah, we got a gnome for the show. It's kind of our little our buddy.
New edition.
The gnome needs a name, and we need to put something out there on social media and just see if. But if you've got ideas, let us know.
Right,
Or
right.
you can vote on
And
the
I-
social media too.
Yeah, I will come up with a name.
I think it's a boy. I assume it's a boy gnome.
Yeah.
I don't. These days you can never tell, but I
Yeah.
assume it's a.
These days.
I don't ever want to assume.
Yeah, I don't know what it. Okay.
But what I do know is I want a sip of water, and then we're gonna get to the next part of our interview.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So now we kind of got the who, what, where, when, whatevers.
Right.
Talk to you about some performance stuff, which is very interesting. Some great answers and some really nice experiences. But now we're gonna kind of get to know you. What makes Jules, write such beautiful music?
Oh.
It's not sad; it's beautiful.
Oh.
What would you know? You're just the artist. It's beautiful, people.
Thank you.
But it might also be depend on mood too. Like
Right.
if you're like in a different headspace and different, then it could come off as more melancholy. But
Right.
we're over here
No,
laughing.
I think that's the word, melancholy.
Melancholy.
Yeah, because it's such. Yeah, because you interpreted that as like, oh, that's kind of like sweet. But because I really know what it's about, so it's like to me it's bitter. So it's
Yeah.
got that bittersweet, and it's like that, really
But-
melancholy.
But that's
I
what
think
happens.
There was a lot of emotion, enough that, as Daniel said, depending on the listener's mood,
Right.
Yes.
you can take something different away from
Right,
it depending
yeah.
on where you are when you hear it.
But that's how you know it's good art.
Yep.
If you
you.
can inspire people and move people in different ways, then you're doing something good.
Oh, thank you.
So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. You're
I will.
you don't need to tell me. I will.
You told me.
I'm a dork. You didn't know this about me, Jules. And we had met a few times. We had
were
chatted.
never close
and
like that. Yeah.
most recently, you were at the Singer-Songwriter Showcase.
Yes.
As it earlier in September.
Yeah.
Right. Where Holden was there and you were there.
I went
and-
right after him. Yeah.
And it was a very nice, lovely night. We were chatting a bit and joking around, and
Yeah.
it was fun. But I feel like if I'd known you were this weird, I would never come on the show. But to be fair, you saw some of the episodes, so you knew what you're in for.
I know what I signed up for.
We're thinking of renaming the podcast Two Dorks
Two
Interviewing Talented Musicians.
Oh man.
Right.
Oh man. What is the best compliment you've ever received?
Okay, I really like this question, and I have a good answer for it, actually. So, when I came up with this whole idea about, going down to Nashville, whatever, I didn't have a particular structured plan to go about it and everything, and, one of my really close music friends, he's kind of like my mentor.
Okay.
Do I name drop? No.
Name drop and
Well, his
promote.
name- okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
If you want,
Yeah. Okay, whatever. Whatever. I mean, should I though? Like,
Yeah.
is that like rude not
Would
to?
there be a reason not to? Like, are they
No, I
wanted
guess
or
not.
something, or are they?
Well, Larry McIntyre.
Absolutely name drop Larry.
Okay, yeah, and yeah.
I know Larry.
Yeah.
Larry's
so,
awesome.
Yeah. Like, he really has been a huge help with all of this. But I remember, when we were talking about, me going there, he was kind of like parenting me and everything, when we were talking about it. He was like, well, you know, like the culture's like there, you know, he was like warning me, like kind of, you know,
Well, what's to look out for,
right,
and
you know, looking out for me and stuff. And he's like, but you know, Jules, like the worst thing that could happen to you is if, what did he say? You know, he said like the worst thing that could happen is that they like
You step in something.
they taint your soul, you know, because he was like, you're so, you know, you're so open-minded and you're so like innocent, you know, like he was like, that's the worst thing that could happen, like anything to you, like I don't want him to ruin you, you know, like you're so, and it was like so nice, you know.
I get exactly what he's saying.
And I was like, oh, like thank you, you know, like, oh yeah, like thank you, like
Absolutely shout that guy out all
yeah,
you
no,
want.
that's, and you know, he says, yeah, he says nice stuff like that a lot, and it's just like,
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
We met him at O'Neill's.
right.
Did open mic with Holden where Brian Christian Adam was there.
So when is he not there?
I know. But that was the first time we'd
Yeah,
gone because
yeah.
normally we had our radio shows on Sundays. We're taking a break from that for a little bit. But we could never go. But we went on Mother's Day and
Okay.
saw BCA and they performed. And we met
let's
Larry.
go.
And
Yeah.
Larry's like, oh, you know, Taste of Westmont's coming
Right.
up. And so that kind of got that connection. And
Right.
And
Yeah, because I know Holden played there.
he
So.
did, thanks to Larry.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we like
Thank you,
Larry.
Larry. Yeah.
Good guy. And what's his group that he plays with? You want to plug them as well?
The Neighborhood. The band known as The Neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're very good. So.
Yeah, they are. Okay. Enough about them. It's now about you.
Yes.
But anytime you want to name drop somebody and give a shout out, please do.
Okay. Yeah, I will.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you get name dropped and shouted out, reach out and you know, come out and be a guest.
Yeah. If you get name dropped, then yeah. Okay. Wait, that's a new thing. Whoever gets name dropped, like let's say the person before me name dropped me, and that's why you guys had me. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
just
a chain.
keep it going?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Like, and whoever I name drop gets put.
We could do that.
No, I'm just kidding.
We could do
I
that.
don't know. Like.
Well, I already talked to BCA about coming on the
Yeah?
show. Yeah.
Good.
And
Well, we already name dropped him a few
we
times.
did.
So yeah.
And so,
like,
Brian,
it works.
I'm not sure when we're going to get Brian.
Yeah.
But we talked about it. At least it's on his radar.
Buddy will
and,
bring us drums.
Yeah. And Aaron Williams, I talked to him about it.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna wait a few months with that because I think he's really busy right now performing. We just saw him perform like Friday night at Crafted in Plainfield.
Oh, nice.
But he's busy doing his thing. but
Right. Yeah.
If it slows down a little bit, then we'll get him out here and
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, that was a great compliment.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
compliment.
So I realize this isn't a very long time frame, but what advice would you give yourself when you were first starting to perform?
Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. I don't know. That's a tricky question because I don't know. Just because I wasn't, when I first started performing, I mean, obviously I was nervous.
Talking about this early this year is what you're referring
Right,
to, right?
yeah. When I first started performing, I wasn't I was nervous and stuff, but I don't know, I really prepared myself. So honestly, I think I, started music with a pretty good approach for me. I mean, I'm not saying that I started it perfectly, no advice needed. But I think for me, I started, realistic. I was like, well, this is I'm a noob, whatever. And so I wasn't I was very realistic about it, but I was also it's something I really want to do, and I really, I think if I put in the work, I can do it, So, but advice, I don't really know. I feel like I had pretty good approach to it, not even to be like that, but I think
I think you just gave the perfect advice. Just go into it understanding.
Right,
you're just starting.
Yeah.
And you're gonna figure it out as you go, and just have fun doing it.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
perfect advice.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Ken.
And I said because you just started, it's
Right.
If you've been doing this for a few years, you might go back with Nick. Nick has been performing for what, 15 years, something like that, 10, 15 years.
Okay.
And he's like, well, when I was 16, he's 30 now, but when I was 16, I would have done this. And okay, well then,
Right.
You learn a lot. And,
Right. Yeah.
And so, but
Yeah.
what is the most useless talent you have?
Oh, yeah, this is a good question.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's once you think of it, you're this is... Yeah, okay, so I, growing up, I was a very big musical theater person.
I can see
I
that.
still am.
Favorite musical?
What do you mean? Hamilton, and that's what I'm about to go into. Wait, why? Is he not...
No,
No? But what's yours?
I'm old. So like, Singing in the Rain, The Music Man.
Sure.
The classics. And
Okay,
I tried
so
watching Hamilton, and I couldn't get through 10 minutes.
what?
I know.
Okay, no.
And I
Hamilton
like
is
Lin-Manuel
like,
Miranda.
Oh my
She's
god.
gonna get up and storm out of the
Yeah, I know.
Now she's
It's
gonna get all
like,
that,
alright.
she's gonna get all that Italian on me, and
She's gonna get all Italian. It's getting
I
kind
couldn't
of.
get through. I know he's an amazing artist, and everyone
He,
raves about it.
oh,
and
yeah.
I wanted to like it. I just maybe it was the anachronistic nature of the singing with the rapping with the this and the. I don't know why I couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe, no, because, the first 10 minutes of the play, really good songs, because it's got, like, Alexander Hamilton, then it's got My Shot, too, and if you didn't like My Shot, then,
I
it's
wanted
like,
to. You know
there's
what?
no saving him, like, yeah, I don't know.
I will try watching it again sometime.
Because
I do love musicals.
Do you like history?
I love history.
American history,
I love
like,
American
really,
history.
it's like, you learn so much from it as well, it's so good. But anyway, hidden talent is that when I was really into Hamilton, like as a kid, there's this one track from the play. It's called One Last Time, and it's when George Washington steps down for president, where he implements like the two terms. He wasn't going to run for a third, but whatever. So he steps down, and he writes his farewell address, right? And in the song, they put a portion of the farewell address into the song. So I do, have it memorized. Like it's like it's engraved. And I know you're gonna, like Jules, do it. Do you want me to do it?
I am gonna ask you to do it.
Okay. Well, this is like so embarrassing because it's not even like a talent. It's just like why do I know this? Okay, well, though in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults and incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation a retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment in partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens. The benign influence of good laws under a free government will be the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, in our mutual cares, labors, and dangers.
Now, what I do want to know, that was lovely, by the way, and it was inspiring.
Thanks.
In the musical, does he sing it? Or does he say it?
So there is.
Or does he rap it? Or does he?
No, he does. He half says it, and then for the other half, him and Lynn, which plays Hamilton, they like kind of sing it and like harmonize with it, and it's really good.
All right, cool. I was waiting to see if you were gonna get a patter going, and you're reciting it, but I didn't know if they had some sort of like rhythm.
There is some, singing to it, but. Most of it is just kind of spoken, though.
Well, you've just inspired me to go watch that sometime.
Yeah, no, it's, life-changing. I love him.
No, I appreciate a good presidential address, Okay, if you won $1 million tomorrow, what would you do with it?
I'd probably get a new guitar because I'm not going to lie, I don't like the Taylor. It's...
Which one? It's just a Taylor. I was
like
looking earlier.
Baby Taylor.
Is it a Taylor Mini?
It's not mini, but the name is like Baby something.
Oh.
Big Baby Taylor.
Yeah. It's actually big baby. Yeah, no, it's just not good.
Okay. Well, no, new guitars.
A new guitar is expensive, so if I wanted to, one of my friends has a Martin & Co.
Those are nice.
Really, and his it always sounded so good. So.
You get these really nice, super expensive guitars, and yes, they sound better. But I've seen amazing performers on just a shoebox that also sounds amazing.
On a shoebox.
Well, maybe not a shoebox.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah. No. Yeah. I know.
An amazing guitar is not going to make you amazing if you're not already kind of amazing too. So
right.
You'd be fine, but other people would be like, I couldn't take that nice guitar and all of a sudden do.
Right.
So.
Yeah. No. Completely.
So how many guitars do you have?
Well, I have two. I only have
Okay.
two. Yeah, they're just two acoustics. I have my first one still. It's a Yamaha, and it's real old. I got it used because when I picked up guitar, I didn't know if I would actually pick it up. Because But yeah, no, it's old and like it hasn't got new strings in like a year. Like
Okay.
it's like, oh yeah, she's old, you know. But for performing, I just use a Taylor. It's like, you know.
Yeah, it looks good. Sounds nice. So it's,
Yeah, it's just tinny, you know, too tinny and bright sounding.
okay.
I don't know. I swear,
I didn't notice that
This
either,
amazing
but-
voice singing, I didn't really pay attention. So
Yeah. But you're gonna find that you're getting into this, and this is who you kind of are. You're gonna have many guitars in your life,
Oh yeah, right.
and you're gonna rack them up and collect them, and there'll be a time you're gonna need to sell some, and you're not gonna want to do it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
just to make room for more guitars.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I'm already done with this one. So next, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then final question before you perform again.
Yeah.
What is something you want to tell your fans?
Oh, my fans, like,
You got fans.
well,
You had fans before you even got here tonight.
I am nowhere compared to Holden Garcia, but
Nobody is. That's okay.
no one is.
He is still leading the view count on the episodes.
Let's go. Oh, that's probably me.
Just watch over. That's okay. He's his was out the longest.
It's me and Ken. Just... it's not even... yeah.
I'm trying to figure out which bank Holden's going to rob.
Oh man.
You see where, somewhere in there.
It's like follow your dream. What's your dream, Holden? You don't want to rob a bank. Dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's precocious.
Should have cut that one. Yeah.
No, Ken doesn't cut stuff. We'll cut stuff as needed, but
We only cut stuff that makes the guest look bad.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Yeah.
Everything
yeah.
else fair game.
everything else is fair game.
Anyways, advice I'd give to the fans or
Well,
anyone.
no, it's what you want to tell your. Was it advice?
Oh, or what I want to
Something
tell.
you want to tell your
Oh,
fans. Doesn't have
well-
to be advice.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, obviously, thank you for the support. I mean, you know, I've never, I don't know, I've never so easily built connections with people as I did through music. Like, the music support system it's something so special. That I really, like, if I didn't start music, I wouldn't have, you know, anything that I have now. Like, music, it's changed my life, not only, you know, by, like, the whole idea of, like, pursuing my hobby, but just, you know,
Is it really a
relationship
hobby,
wise. I mean, well,
At this
it
point-
was hobby. Yeah, well, I don't.
It's kind of a calling at this point, maybe.
It's a calling. But really, you know, the support system in music and everyone who's, you know, lended me a hand or with anything, really just, yeah, no, it's so great. Like, I've just had the best time with it, and I will continue to do so. But yeah, to all my all my supporters, all my fans, like, really, like, just thank you. You know, that sounds so, like,
I'm trying to think of
but
a
it's like-
name to give him, like all your
like,
Jules
oh, like,
something. Your
yeah, I don't know.
not
It's-
Juliax, but your I can't think of it.
So we will come up with that, but yeah.
The Jules Army that's out there. You got the
Oh,
Swift.
the gang, yeah.
You
Or
like have
just, like,
Swifties.
yeah.
All the Julies out there.
Jules.
or like just the jewels, like
All the jewels.
Jewel.
the jewels, yeah, the gems.
We'll,
or,
we'll
like,
workshop that.
Yeah, workshop. Yeah.
All
So
right,
the
okay.
gnome needs name, and my fans need my
Your fan
my
club.
fan base
Fan
needs a
club,
name.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I missed. What is it you actually want to say to them? Just the.
Well, you know, like, yeah, all the support, really.
Oh, you're saying thank you.
Yeah. No, I. He's like.
That's
you
what I thought.
could've
That's where
just
you're going
said-
with it, but I'm like.
And Ken's like, "What is she saying?" Like.
No, but you make a great point about everyone's on a different part of their journey, and you're starting out, and there are people out there that have been where you are and want to help
Right.
you, and they see something in you, because we all see something in you, but they see something in you and they want to help you, and you know what? Someday you're going to see something in someone else,
Right.
and
No.
you're going to
yeah,
help
it's-
them. It's this whole circle of fifths,
Right.
a circle of music, and
Yeah, completely.
yeah. Okay. You got some
right.
more music in you?
Yeah, I can do a couple more songs. Yeah.
You can do whatever
Sounds
you'd
good.
like. The stage is yours.
Great. All right, let's run it up.
Okay.
You just need to step on that.
All right. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing sound from there.
Check. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. This is the song that I said I really like to perform. Yeah, it was the one about someone. I hate to say like, oh, it's about a guy, but it's like, oh, like it is, you know.
It's about a person.
I know. Or whatever,
It's
yeah.
got a dog named Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
whatever. This song is called Ann Burn. Yeah. The high tide brought you in, but you just wanted something to get lost in. Your plane left with the wind, leaving a shipwreck and shambles, but you caused it. But it's all just pointless to send my letters to a man lost at sea. So unapologetic because you're chaos, and then you leave. You're not shy to ruin every single song that I sing. It never hurt for you like it killed me. You were the type who set fire to all of my dreams. You let me burn, burn, and burn, and then you leave. A 7 a.m. morning when I walked off every inch of you, and the conversation stopped flowing. I strayed in silence, waiting for you. But I'm desperately just swimming through meaningless words you said to me, and it's so unfair. You're the glowing every single moon I stayed up to see. You're not shy to ruin every single song that I sing. It never hurt for you like it killed me. You were the type who set fire to all of my dreams. You let me burn, burn, and burn, and then you leave. What is remorse when you're just too cold to even try? But you said it all, leaving me set fire to all of my dreams. You let me burn, burn, and burn, and then you leave. But you let me burn, burn, and burn, and then you leave. All right. Thanks, guys. I really just wish I wasn't like I'm not sick, but I'm,
You sound great.
Ken's coughing, like, yeah.
I'll cough for you, because you
Right.
sound great.
You're making me feel all verklempt.
I'm like, we're going to do, okay, the last song I'm going to do, it's called Satellite, and a lot of people, they're like, oh, like this is a fan favorite, like, they're like, hey, like, I really like this one song, whatever, but, it's actually, it's not my favorite, but, yeah, whatever, it's, like, I don't really like it, but, well, no, I like it, but it's just like,
I don't like it, I'm gonna play it for you
Yeah.
anyway. What?
yeah, no, but I'm just doing it because, it's fan favorite. No, it's called Satellite, and it's about, just kind of being, it's really just kind of being your own fan, and, kind of dismissing the judgment that may come your way. When I first started my server job, I was also starting music at the same time, and, I had this coworker who just really didn't like me, and she didn't support like this little music quest as well that I was talking about with my other coworkers. She just really wasn't having it. So I wrote a song about it. But it's called, Satellite. Across the hall or into space, there is a single human face who can't tolerate my day by day. But I knew the game. The tug of war, you were much bigger, so you could win. Pull me away. So maybe it wasn't as crazy as I could have sworn it to be. You always remind me someone has to cage me, or question who raised me. 'Cause I'm walking on a tightrope, but I'm headed towards the light. So I might, satellite. Somebody I once knew, she labeled me every inch from a standby lens and told me what I could do. And I wasn't brave to you, 'cause I wore the clothes you dressed me in. There was nothing I could do. So maybe it wasn't as crazy as I could have sworn it to be. You always remind me someone has to cage me, or question who raised me. 'Cause I'm walking on a tightrope, but I'm headed toward the light. So I might, satellite. Thanks, guys.
That was great.
Oh, thank you.
I enjoy. You're like, I don't like this line. It's a fan favorite.
I
You
know.
what? Don't tell me you don't like a song.
I know, and I probably shouldn't have said that because it's
Be
not that I
like-
don't like it. I'm just tired of it, you know?
'Cause I guarantee you, if that's the song that hits and gets you $1 million
And I'm like,
and
I
a
don't
new
even
guitar,
like it.
you're like, that's my favorite song ever.
Right. You know what? That song. No, it's. You know, when I wrote it, I really liked it, but then I just, you know, because I've had that song for a while now, so I've just I've overdone it. Like it's ran its term.
It's a good
so
song. It was catchy.
Yeah. No,
it
it's
was
very
good. It had
catchy.
nice-
It's
yeah.
like yeah. Thank you though.
It's a good
honestly.
song.
Thank you.
I understand you're not,
Yeah.
but yeah. Yeah, let the audience decide for themselves if they don't like it. Don't tell. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But, that's a good song.
So like comment hate like. Ken's gotta like monitor the comments. Like people like actually start commenting hate. Like.
Do we let comments on there? I gotta check. I don't know if we. I guess we do.
Yeah. He's like yeah.
No, you're fine. But again, it's all subjective. You never
Yeah,
know. Even like bands that like, again, there's some band, I don't remember which one it was. Corinne, do you remember? They do the same song every night, all the time, and they're like tired of playing on it, but they love to do it because it's a big fan favorite.
Right. Yeah.
And she doesn't remember, but
I think it's happened more than once in the history of
Yep.
music.
Right. Right.
anyway, so that was great. And
Thank
one
you.
thing we, I hope, did you have fun tonight?
Yeah, no, it was
you-
great. No, very fun. Good experience.
This
I
is,
would recommend.
Awesome. Tell your friends. This is fun for us too because we kind of knew you a little bit. Ken didn't know you at all.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Ken.
You didn't. I mean, check the website and stuff, but we knew you a little bit just
Right.
from. But now I feel like we know you a
Oh,
lot better,
yeah.
and I think anyone watching this is gonna know you better,
Yeah.
and they're gonna know you better, and you know what? They're gonna like you.
Thank
And when they like you, what do? They
Stream
come see
my
you
music.
and listen to your music.
Stream my music that's not out. Like,
And it's gonna be out though.
Yeah, no,
And
it will
when you
be.
do drop it, let us know, and we'll be sure to
yeah.
help
no,
promote it on the.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I will. Yeah.
And you're gonna look back at this interview like down the road, you're gonna be like, hey, this is where I was right when I was getting ready
Right.
to do the next stage of my life.
Right.
And we wish you well in Nashville.
Oh, thank you.
And when you're back up in the area, let us know.
Yes,
and,
I will.
Come back and say hello, and we'll have
Oh,
you on
yeah.
again sometime and tell us all the cool things you've done. And,
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, it's very exciting. So yeah.
and we'll
should
ask
be.
better questions. No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna ask the same
No
questions
dumb
the second
questions.
time around.
Yeah,
have to
imagine.
come up
I'd probably
with-
change my answers though. So.
Well, we're still this is still first round of guests
Yeah.
and stuff, so everyone's kind of getting the same. But
Sure.
but when you come back, and we'll tell us about your life and
Well, yeah.
all you
Yeah.
learned and can share and
All I
advice,
learned.
because now you'll be the one giving advice to others.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Thank you.
No, really.
So be
Thank
sure
you,
to
everyone. Thank you, everyone.
in internet land. So thank you, Jules. You were
Oh,
a
thank you.
delight. Your
Oh.
music it's nice. It's not sad. It's sad-ish, but it's nice. It's a nice sad.
He's like,
It's the kind of sad that you can just listen to and
Right.
just smile.
oh,
So, which is what I was doing.
sad.
Ken's bopping around, and I'm just
Right.
there smiling. And anyway, thank you. You can check her out at your website on Facebook at.
Yeah. So the Facebook, it's just my name, but my Instagram is Chords by Jules. So that's
And we'll put that flashed on the screen. I don't know where he's gonna flash it, but somewhere there'll
just
be
like put it like really big, like so you can't
Right
see
over
it.
Daniel.
Like,
right
yeah,
over here.
just, like,
Chords by Jules.
Chords by Jules. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thank you so much.
you,
So
and,
thank you guys.
We'll see you around.
All right. Yeah.
Bye.